Hello and welcome to another week's edition of the Weekly Waller Review Show. We've had as many days as many winners since our last show, which is always a good thing. Starting off with Winks last Saturday. She was good.
She was brilliant, yeah. What more can you say?
We'll move on then.
Yeah, exactly. She's a superstar, just dead set superstar. Whatever you ask her to do, she'll do it for you. Her previous 3 runs in Sydney were breathtaking. When she was up against it, Saturday at Flemington, first time there, just went around like a true professional, just powed away when Huey asked her to. She's going great, heading towards the Cox Plate, 3 weeks time, 2.5 weeks. Just got to keep it ticking over and she'll be right.
Perfect. That's what we like to do.
No use complicating things, but what a superstar. Dead set superstar.
And we also had an exciting day in Sydney where we had your first ever race, just your race. 3 runners, all trained by Chris, and got the trifecta, got the Quinella, got the winner.
We did.
Got it all. Yeah, all wood.
Good. He's
good
done
win.
a great job. This prep. What's he won? 4? A couple in Melbourne, a couple in Sydney.
Yeah, he's
a few placings.
terrific.
Very good. Loves a good track. Gets his chance in a 2400 metre race in 2 weeks' time. Up and Rolling was a consistent second again, and Belladero wasn't too far away running third. It was quite an interesting race.
Yeah, it was. The jockeys made it a very good race.
Yeah.
We also had Torgerson up for the Gold Coast stable.
Gold Coast stable's flying. We mustn't forget the Port Macquarie Cup on Friday. Lovinghome's been up there for probably a couple of months. He was one of the stalwarts of the stable. And I think he's won close to 200,000 since being up there. So what an amazing effort. And simply through
for an older gelding,
hands-on approach with the Queensland stable, plus slightly easier competition, which has given a horse confidence. Port Macquarie Cup, it's our second. Obviously a special race to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on the Wednesday we had Shaolin Kung Fu went up there as well.
Yeah.
Been up there for a grand total of 3 days, but Twiggy still put the polish on and he won well, so that was good. And in Sydney we had
about 3 seconds up there too, I think. On the Saturday, Calissimo.
Yeah, we did. We can't realise
Basil. Well, they're all running well anyway. All running very well.
Estacrage. Brilliant horse, isn't he?
He's a great old horse. What did he win with? 60 kilos. He's won about 4 races this prep as well. He's been racing since May.
Ultra consistent.
He is. 10 out of 10 Cubo and ride. Got the job done.
And Chaotic. Impressive colt.
Very nice colt. And good 3. We've got some good 3-year-olds, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
We're going to have a good autumn. And hopefully a good spring. So, yeah, he'll run in a couple of weeks at Randwick.
Right, we'll press straight into the Randwick card, which is a very exciting Everest day. Long awaited, it's finally here. Got much to add on that?
We're hoping to Ploy wins. The stable's got a slot just in case we were to have our own horse, and there's a couple there that we had intended to but didn't quite get there, but more than happy to be commercial and trade our slot, which gives us a very good representative with a Rosehill horse and Deploy, track record holder in his last 2 starts, and track specialist, distance specialist. I think we're well represented.
Very well represented. Right, we'll head straight into the Regional Alum then, where we have A&A, 54.5 kilos. Jamie Spencer takes them out.
Yeah, good win, 2 starts back, breaking a maiden. Didn't have a lot go away last start, but still ran well. I think an extra 100 metres will suit, as well, dropping back to her own 6. The race that she ran in last start was a very good race. Be a good form race, and hopefully we see that on Saturday, and it's an absolute privilege to have a jockey like Jamie Spencer aboard.
Absolutely. And then we also have Faith in Hand, drawn awkwardly in barrier 10 of 10 with Tim Clark.
Yeah, well, she's assisted to Arenosa, who was very good for the stable, and this filly looks to have a bright future as well. She's had 1 run this prep, which was up the straight over 1,000 metres at Flemington. She's been up here for about a week and settled in really well. It's a bit of a gamble stepping her straight up to 1,400, but I think she's fit. She's worked well through the week and done plenty of work, so expect her to run well on Saturday.
She's ready to go.
Got a wide draw, that's the only concern.
Into the mile race, race 5, which we're got a very strong hand. We've got black on gold, 12 of 12.
Good first up winner last start.
Very good.
Obviously, quick backup's not ideal. Neither is the barrier draw, but he's in for a good prep.
Oklahoma Girl. Spaced her races a bit.
Yeah, slashing run first up, and yeah, I just wanted to give her a bit of time and find the right race for her. More importantly, if we handle her right, we can get her down to Melbourne for perhaps a race like the Matriarch later in the Flemington Carnival. So, nice race for her. Really good first up run.
Another last start winner in Jaminza, barrier 9, Craig Williams.
He fought like a tiger, won with a big weight, and
extra 200 metre suits.
Will be a big plus. He's also been in for a long time and had a good prep. What did you say, Drew?
9.
9, yeah, slightly awkward, but doesn't seem to worry him. He gets back midfield and finishes off strongly.
And Invincibella from barrier 5.
Good winner first up. Posted 3 wide the trip, yet still won with a bit of class. Got a much better draw on Saturday with a limit weight of 53.5 kilos. She'll hardly know she's got a rider on. She'll run well.
Okay, into the renewal of the St Leger Stakes, 2,600 metres, worth a whopping $500,000. And we have Libran, barrier 7. Hugh Bowman takes over.
Yeah, he's equally the highest rated horse in terms of benchmarks with Who Shot the Barman, and they get into this race much better than they were treated in the Metrop, so that's a big plus. I'm hoping we get a few showers of rain just to soften that track up a little bit for both our boys. Hugh Bowman takes over from Schofield, who's riding in Melbourne on the day, and we certainly lack nothing there.
Okay, Libran wouldn't want too much though.
Too much?
Rain?
No, they
just
won't get too wet.
No.
Yeah, and obviously Who Shot the Barman, good run in the Metrop last start. He's got 57.5, 1 kilo less than Libran. So
they have both cracking chances.
Yeah, wouldn't it be good if either one of them could win, but the Barman, I think he's a Sydney favourite really.
Yeah, for sure he is. And into the Sydney Stakes, Japonisme, barrier 8, Blake Shin.
Yeah, he's a Group 2 horse. He's obviously won a Group 1 race, so this is his type of race. His runs haven't been bad, both the end of last prep and his first up run. He'll be fitter thanks to that first up race, so comes up from Melbourne tonight on Wednesday night, gets here Thursday morning, and probably needs to improve a little bit, but is capable on his day.
Okay, into the Group 3 Craven Plate, 2,000 metres, we have McCreary, barrier 7, Hugh Bowman.
Touch disappointing in the Epsom, maybe just consecutive runs on firm tracks might be just taking its toll on a few horses, he being one of them. But he certainly worked well through the week. Likewise, if you get a bit of rain about, it'll bring him right into it. He's a good horse, just lacking a length.
Okay, and we also have Macintosh, barrier 5, Brenton Avdulla.
Good run last start, wasn't really suited to the tempo of the race. They went slow and then put pressure on from the half mile, which caught him a bit unaware. 2,000 metres is stretching him right out. Probably a good time just to ride him a bit conservative. If we can get him to switch off, I think it'll be a big plus.
Okay, we'll head down to Caulfield for Guineas Day. In race 3, we have Overstep, barrier 4, looking for some black type.
Yeah, she's got a bit next to her name, and this is a bit more, and she did a good job last prep. Trials have been okay. Still looks like a run or improver, looking at her coat, but it's a nice starting point with a good draw.
Okay, race 5, the Weekend Hustler, Religify, resuming.
Great old horse. He's certainly given a share of weight here, so that's going to make things hard.
Very.
I'm not sure if he's raced much, if at all, left-handed, but he certainly does plenty of work here at Rosehill in the opposite direction. He would have for sure, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, he's been down there.
Been down there a while. He's had a jump out
A couple of weeks now, so
he'll be right. Tough old horse, and the way Caulfield races, it might suit him.
And into the Group 1 Turek, we have Tom Melbourne.
Bad drawer.
Very bad draw.
As he
had
drew,
bad draw last time.
He did, and the Epsom probably cost him winning it. Take nothing away from Happy Clapper, he's a great horse, but I think Happy Clapper drew 4 and Tom drew about 12 or 13 in a pretty small field. So, yeah, Glenn Boss aboard, he knows the horse well. He's not an easy horse to ride, that's the concern. I guess he'll just come back, get some cover and attack late.
Okay, we also have Coming Through.
Drawn much better. He also drawn wide at the Epsom, and he was the worst off. He was 3 wide, no cover the trip. So it's just a victim of circumstances. Better draw. I'm sure he can race a bit closer as a result, and that could be a different result.
And Egg Tart, second up. How's she going?
She's going well. She's missed no work. Obviously couldn't race because she had a sore eye last start, and the anti-inflammatory drugs prevented her from running. But as soon as she was on those drugs, it certainly helped the eye, took the pain out of it, and all of a sudden it was right within 2 days. So she's worked well. Galloped at Caulfield on Tuesday morning and got round there very well. Had a good hit out.
With Ome Sword.
Yes.
Who's on 52 kilos.
Yeah.
Good horse.
Both of them.
52.
Yeah, well, what's Egg got?
53.5.
Well, it's not a bad weight for a multiple Group 1 winner, but yeah, Ome Sword, she won't know herself, and she's also drawn well, which I think is a big plus for her. She can get a nice run. Let's hope she can get close to that Group 1 win.
And just the one up in Doomben. Cars off, resuming.
I like this
Trialled
horse.
well Tuesday.
Yeah, I think he let a few people down at the end of last prep. He loomed up to win. I can really clearly remember the race, but don't worry, second Australian prep, they would normally improve.
Lengths.
And he's had the Gold Coast polish, as they keep telling us up there. So we'll see how good they are first up on Saturday.
Okay, well, best of luck, folks, and enjoy the Everest.